Today on Public Eye News, a Michigan man is convicted of killing his wife, but first, some new jobs are coming to Upper Michigan.
Coming up, Dylan Dubé will give you your weather forecast, where we'll take a look at conditions for today and days to come. And later, Luke Nail will give you your sports breakdown. I'm Emma Marat.
And I'm Bianca Kroll, and this is Public Eye News. County majors from NMU experienced an internship far from campus. Students Cameron Webb and Molly Lindo have taken a path to Anchorage, Alaska to further their skills in accounting. This internship was made possible by BDO, the world's fifth largest public accounting firm, NMU's AACSB program, and other opportunities available to students. While in Alaska, Lindo and Webb have gained hands-on experience completing tax returns and preparing financial statements. NMU accounting professor Stacy Boyer Davis said that internships are not required for the major, but it is strongly encouraged for students. While moving far away is a big decision, this opportunity has shaped more of what students can learn and understand for future jobs. A man was found guilty of killing his wife after her body was discovered 3 years after she disappeared. Dee Warner disappeared in April of 2021, and Dale Warner was charged at the time with murder more than 2 years later, though investigators had not found her body. In 2024, her remains were found inside a fertilizer tank with a handwritten tag that said "out of service" and "do not fill." An autopsy later revealed that Dee Warner was strangled and suffered blunt force trauma. Dale Warner was convicted of second-degree murder and tampering with evidence. Prosecutor Jackie Weiss had told jurors that Dale could have called 911 and told them he screwed up, but instead taped Dee's mouth shut and nose so she couldn't breathe. Weiss also said that these were all conscious decisions. Defense attorney Marta Carrier said that Dale had talked to many investigators and denied ever hurting his wife.
A Warren woman has been arraigned on 6 felony charges. The woman, identified as Janora Green, age 55, has been charged with 3 counts of filing a false or fraudulent financing statement and 3 counts of uttering and publishing. Green allegedly filed false Uniform Commercial Code statements against the staff of the 39th District Court. Attorney General Dana Nessel commented on the arraignment, stating, quote, "Filing false UCC statements in an attempt to secure a loan or harass members of our judicial system is a serious crime," end quote. Green is set to appear in front of a judge for pretrial on March 30th. And new jobs are set to appear in Menominee County. Governor Gretchen Whitmer announced that Menco LLC is relocating their machining facility and will create 13 good-paying jobs in the area. Menco LLC is a CNC machining and custom fabrication business and announced its move from Wisconsin to the Upper Peninsula to help with costs. The jobs will start at $21 an hour and include benefits, and will bring $1,225,000 in capital investment to the area as well. Michigan Works and Invest UP will also help with staff and a workforce proposal. And cleanup continues following Friday's terrifying tornadoes. Communities across Cass and St. Joe counties in Michigan are providing basic necessities and hot meals for those impacted. WSBT 22's Raylan Lee is live in Three Rivers.
Communities across southwest Michigan are left picking up the pieces after tornadoes tore through the communities in Edwardsburg and Three Rivers.
Your needs matter. You're an individual that matters in this community. You're here for a purpose, and it's our responsibility as a community to cover you when you need it the most.
Riverside Church is supporting those impacted by providing basic needs, offering everything from food, pillows, hygiene items, and everything in between. But it's not just the church. The Red Cross and Samaritan's Purse are also stepping up.
We facilitate volunteer teams. We have the equipment. We just need the hands to get out into the community and assist those homeowners that have experienced the direct hit of this disaster.
The volunteer-based disaster relief organization is helping homeowners clear debris and tarp homes, but there's also those in surrounding communities coming out to help in any way they can.
I just drove around and handed out warm pot roast and bottles of water all day, helped move whatever I could. I gave a few rides to people. I mean, they lost everything, their house, their vehicle, in a matter of 10 minutes.
In the end, it's about a community supporting community and being there in a time of need.
Keep loving, keep surrounding, and keep looking for ways to serve, whether that be monetary or just meeting a need or just being a smiling face.
Sometimes it's just a word or a healing prayer. Sometimes they just need somebody to talk to.
Now don't touch that dial. We'll be back with your weather and statewide news after this
The Galapagos Islands, home to some of the most iconic biodiversity on the planet, and perhaps the last place you would think to find something new. But for the right scientists, anything is possible.
Inside every snail shell is a tiny disco ball. Disco snails.
This is hardcore.
Oh my God, what if we don't actually find anything?
The simple answer is their dances.
Welcome back. It is I, Dylan Dubé, here with your Public Eye weather forecast. Kicking things off with the roof cam. That snow is back, and it is not good. Let's just ignore that for now. Taking a look at conditions across the UP, it is 26 and snowing in Houghton, 28 and cloudy in Ironwood, snowing all across the board, 30 degrees in Iron Mountain. It's going to be 31 in Menominee, 31 likewise in Escanaba, 29 in Manistee, 26 in the Sioux, and 27 in our lovely Marquette. And make sure you stay bundled up because there is a winter storm watch in effect from Thursday evening through Friday afternoon. Heavy snow is possible, and total snow accumulations are between 6 and 10 inches, and winds could gust as high as 40 miles per hour. Looking more in depth today, the winds are coming from the north at 15 miles per hour. The barometric pressure is 29.80 inches and steady. Tonight, it's going to be cloudy with a low of 20. The winds are going to be coming from the northwest at from 10 to 50 miles per hour, and our moon phase is the last quarter. Tomorrow, that sun's going to peek out a little bit, partly sunny conditions. We're going to have a high of 31, a low of 22, and the winds coming from the southeast at from 10 to 15 miles per hour. And looking ahead through our weekend, on Friday, we're going to have a high of 31, a low of 14 as that snow starts to drip down a little bit more. Saturday, we're going to have a high of 33, a low of 19. That sun's going to peek back out. And Sunday, we're going to have a high of 28 and a low of 12 and cloudy conditions. That's all I have for weather. Back to the desk.
Thank you, Dylan, for that weather update. I hope we're all paying attention to our weather and staying bundled up. Now moving on to our statewide news. Those who are part of the rich income could be seeing a tax increase coming soon. Chuck Collins, who inherited some of money from his great-grandfather from Oscar Mayer, has helped to push for a hike in taxes on the ultra-rich, just like himself. He has been successful in implementing a higher tax increase on those who have an income of over $1 million. In Michigan, organizers are coming together to collect enough signatures to get a ballot initiative for the November elections to replace the state's current flat tax. Michigan would place an additional 5% tax on those who make over $500,000 individually or $1 million for joint filers. The new revenue would go to help fund K-12 schools that the state's board has backed. Collins has said this is good for everybody who feels the inequality and for the wealthy to chip in just a bit more. And an NMU alumna has been featured in the new hit show, The Pit. Porter Kelly, who had graduated from NMU in 1993, made an appearance in the second season of the show and portrayed the character Margaret Hail Mary Walker. Kelly is a member of the SAG-AFTRA and Actors Equality Association and was inducted into the NMU Theater and Dance Hall of Fame in October 2023. Kelly said in an NMU Alumni Magazine feature story that she would have never become an actor if she hadn't gone to Northern. She originally planned to be an English teacher, but added a second major in theater after being sucked into the program of the department. While she has made many guest appearances in popular TV shows being comedies and dramas, she has acknowledged that her final goal is to be a series regular. And the U.S. has launched an intense barrage on Iranian ships in around the critical Strait of Hormuz. U.S. officials tell CBS News that Iran appears to be taking steps towards deploying naval mines in the narrow body of water, and Central Command is warning civilians to stay away from ports. It comes as concerns remain about the endgame and worldwide impacts. CBS Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
The U.S. military says as of this morning, it has struck more than 5,500 targets inside Iran, including more than 60 ships. Central Command also says the U.S. destroyed at least 16 Iranian mine-laying vessels on Tuesday near the Strait of Hormuz, a key waterway for the passage of about 20% of the world's oil supply.
The U.S. military is drawing up additional options following the president's directive to continue keeping the Strait of Hormuz open. I will not broadcast what those options look like, but just know the president is not afraid to use them.
Iran is also hitting back by air. Suspected Iranian drones struck at least 3 ships in and around the strait overnight.
The Strait of Hormuz is a classic what we call maritime choke point.
Shipping experts have sounded the alarm about continued impacts.
Well, I think the important thing to remember is even if we open up the strait tomorrow and go back to normal traffic, you've already caused a disruption. It's going to take weeks to get everything back into order.
The White House has tried to downplay rising gas prices as temporary, but questions remain about the timeline of the conflict and endgame. Democratic lawmakers worry about the size or scope expanding.
I'm telling you that the objectives that have been outlined for this war will require boots on the ground at some point.
The White House says while there are no ground forces now, the president will not rule out options. As the war enters its 12th day, the Pentagon says around 140 service members have been wounded since the operation began. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Don't go anywhere. The Luke Niddle will have your sports breakdown when we come back.
Join us in celebrating 2 decades of music and magic from Celtic Woman. The music you love in an all-new concert special. Filled with joy and emotion and including some very special guests. It's Celtic Woman, 20th Anniversary Concert.
Wednesday night at 9.
Welcome back to Public Eye Sports. My name is Luke Niddle, and I'll be taking you through our Wednesday breakdown. Leading off on the floorboards, is there really any better time than March Madness? For both the NMU men's and women's basketball teams, the answer to that question is no. For the women's squad, they earned an at-large bid to the tourney for the 3rd consecutive season, where they will clash as the number 5 seed against number 4 Wayne State. If the Wildcats can topple the Warriors, they will take on either number 8 Maryville or Grand Valley, the number 2 team in the country and number 1 in the Midwest region. The Cats check into March ranked number 24 nationally and have the ability to make some shockwaves, as J.C. Weisbrod led Division I and II in threes made and logged a dozen games with 20 or more points this year. Tip-off against WSU will be Friday at 5 p.m., and you can catch the action on 100.3 The Point. Crossing over to the other Marquette team going dancing, the men's unit looks to avenge a conference championship loss last Sunday against GVSU. Northern nearly captured their 5th GLIAC title in 4 years, but came up just short against the Lakers at home. The Wildcats will be making their 4th tournament appearance in as many years, opening the slate also as the 5 seed against number 4 Rockhurst. The men's team checks into the NCAA tournament ranked as well, sitting at 20th overall after a 27-6 regular season campaign. As well, there's a chance a new all-time leader in program scoring could be crowned. Dylan Keel sits at 2,147 career points, 77 away from tying Bill Murray's 22-24 mark. Tip-off against Rockhurst will be on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. And ending off the triple basketball scoop, the Pistons righted the ship last night against the lacking Brooklyn Nets, 138-100. Snapping a 4-game slide, Detroit still remains firmly in the driver's seat for the Eastern Conference playoff picture. As of now, Motown is 46-18, 3.5 games ahead of the second-place Celtics. Alongside that Pistons win, some NBA history was made last night. Against the Washington Wizards, Bam Adebayo went for 83 points, the second most in an NBA game ever. Adebayo had his career high of 41 before halftime and set several records in the quest for 83. Adebayo sunk 36 of 43 from the free throw line, both NBA records for free throws made and attempted. That's all I have for sports. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Luke, for that sports update. Do you feel Cade Cunningham has a shot at MVP?
Oh, for sure. I'm loving the season that they're doing, and I think it's great, and I think he's definitely got that chance, and he's in there for sure.
Agreed.
It's definitely interesting. I feel like we've been keeping up with the Pistons here a lot here at Public Eye News.
I feel like we have. I feel like it's a really good run so far. They're doing incredible things, and I hope they go super far in the tournament soon.
Yes, everything about Motown. Keep it going. But that's all the time we have at Public Eye News. I'm Bianca Kroll.
And I'm Emma Maratz.
We'll see you next time.
The preceding program was produced by WNMU-TV, Northern Michigan University Public Television, in studios located in Elizabeth and Edgar Hardin Hall.